Hi guys, today we are going to talk about this project Bubblegoose Ballers by Carl Johnson. Now this is a project that is being sold at 7 Sol. The collection is of 10,000 units and this project actually got sold out in just a matter of few hours. Now that's worth a consideration because in Solana the sweet selling price is 1 to 2 Sol and 7 Sol. My god, that is something. Now what is this project? Now before that, who is this guy? It's Carl Johnson, So I'll just go to the team, and that's where he's given his introduction himself. Now he is best known for producing Adult Swim's The Bondogs, Black Dynamite. Now, this were the two very famous cartoon animated series, and they got quite popularity. You can check out on YouTube. And then there were others that he has created. His team mainly consists of, obviously, he's a co-founder of a multimedia company who's also into production. This guy, he's into graphic art and illustrator, so definitely the art is going to be great. The animation part is going to be cool. He is a Web3 creative technology and entertainment developer, so that's also a good thing. But the thing that I feel the drawback of this particular project is they should have had someone from the marketing team in their core team, which they did not have. But again, they managed to sell it, so we need to know. So what is this project about? Obviously, if it's being made by Carl Jones, this has to be an animated series, and that's exactly what it is. Now, this guy says that he had the idea of this particular project since the beginning, but because of some creative differences, he could never really make this one. And this is his dream project. Now, that's a story that sells, and it has sold. Now this is their Magic Eden page. The collection is of a 10,000 unit. The floor price is still at 10 and the holders are 3,792. Those are important information because you want to know how many people are holding this collection. Let's say there are 10,000 units, and there are only 5 holders. That means what? That means only the team is holding, and this is not actually a good idea to buy this one. But this has a fair number of holders, which means approximately every holder is having 2 to 3 NFTs. Not bad, Now we'll go to the collection, but first let's look at the activity because ever since this project is listed on 14th of June, the floor price has not gone below 7 Sol. Now that's worth an effort, worth a recognition because such a big collection, it is almost impossible to manage the floor price above the mid price because people get greedy, they don't believe in the project, they see things are not going good, they just want to bail out, run away from the project, cash out, and that's what actually kills most of the project. Now see, this is the collection that these guys are selling. It looks interesting because the colors are good, they have some designs, something really nice, they have this, everyone's having a cool coat, the colors, the extra, whatever, the objects these guys are carrying, that's something, look at this one, oh my god, this is cute. Now, you see they have such a cool animation. It's simple, but it's not glitchy. It's seamless. This is what I'm talking about. These guys are good at this work, Now, this is how rare.is. What this website does is, it takes the top of your collection and then they tell you as to where it stands, So, the number 1 is listed at 1200 Sol, but there is no sell history. That's a negative. But the number 2 is sold for 200 Sol. That's a good thing. Number 4 for 170 Sol. Then, we have 160, 100. So 139, that's not bad. So basically people are buying from the secondary market as well, from the Eden market and everywhere. So this means there's actually some sale numbers. So that's a positive, guys. Now this is their success story, guys. But how did they do this? They did not have a marketing guy. So how did this marketing strategy of theirs work? What marketing strategy they applied? For that, we need to go to the primary places of their existence as to where they are. The first place to look for is definitely Twitter, and that we should do for all the projects. Second is YouTube, Reddit, and more. We'll check them out later. Bubblegoose Ballers official page. You know how many followers they have? 177.5k. Now that's a huge number, and with that number selling 10,000 NFT is just a piece of cake. Just cake off, guys. So their first tweet was really simple. If you're reading this, you're early. Then they drop the website, then it is a sneak peek, and then more sneak peek, and then they continue. Now that's actually a very good, clean strategy, not mixing up a lot of things. Now I'll not bore you with each and every... I'm so sorry. Now I'll not bore you with each and every tweet of these guys, but let me put it this way, that they have not done a lot of collabs with other projects that usually gives you the audience of other people and give you access to a larger audience. But since they already had this many followers, they probably had the larger audience and they were not looking for more. What they did essentially in this project is they tied up with the Catalina whale mixer. This is already a Bluechip project. What they did is they reached out to them and said, your holders can pre-mint this before everyone else, and that was an edge. And Catalina whale mixer did mint some of these prices, and you know what, because of this, the Catalina whale mixer also got a good increase or a jump in their floor price. It went from 30 to somewhere around 50 Sol. Now that was a positive, plus for both of these projects. Now, if they have not done much on Twitter, so where were they really promoting this one? So I just went to their Reddit and I saw, and there is nothing much, on Reddit for them. They have just posted 2, and you see there's not much engagement out here as well. So where were they spending money, or where were they marketing themselves? So guys, Twitter, this is the place that they were spending their money. You see, so many YouTube channels were actually promoting them. So many of them. You see, and what they really did is a good strategy is that they just did not go with the larger, the influencer. They actually went to the larger, the smaller influencer every size, probably whoever reached out to them. It was a cost efficient technique, and they reached a larger audience, and in the end the fruits were worth it. Guys, I usually prefer to wait for 2-3 days after the mint has happened to see how the collection has performed, just to avoid the whole rug pull and scams and everything. That's the reason I'm analyzing this one right now. Now, will I buy this particular NFT? I don't know, because I'll tell you my problem. The engagement is missing. Now, this is one of the pinned tweets from almost 20 days ago, and you see the engagement: 1,000 comments, 2.5k retweet, and 5 likes. Now that's not a very great engagement. I mean, if you go down, the engagement keeps reducing. Now look at this one. You see, these are 2 digits. He is having followers in 6 digits, and the engagement is in 2 digits, 3 digits max. Now let's move to the Discord and see what's the situation out there. On Discord, if you see, they have more than 55,000 followers. Again, that's a very big positive. But I went to their announcement and I checked right from the beginning, and the engagement here is also really low. Now look at these numbers. So initially, I understand the numbers can be low because the followers increase gradually. But I went through each and every announcement. I did not see much engagement. You see 2,000 engagement. It's not bad, but the number of followers you have, the engagement has to be really high. That's not the case here. That's not the case here. That's not the case here. With this announcement, with this one either. They announced the mint date. This has to be a big news, right? But again, just 1,800 reactions. Now that's not good. The engagement is just bad and it's dropping. But still, these guys managed to sell it. I have my doubts on this one, so I'm just gonna hold and see how this one goes. Maybe this is the next BAYC. I don't know, but I would still prefer to keep my money with myself and see where it goes. Thank you guys. That was all from my side. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to this, comment, like everything. You know what to do, guys. And drop your comment and tell me, how do you think these guys managed to do this?